My prediction on UFC 232, John Jones versus Alexander Gustafsson. What a hell of a fight we have ahead of us. In under, I would believe, 48 hours. Today, I'm recording this, and it's currently, no, under 24 hours. I'm sorry. The fight will be going on Saturday, December 29th in Los Angeles. Yeah, they were supposed to fight in Las Vegas, but John Jones turned up dirty. Not necessarily dirty. Let me explain this to you guys. John Jones had a test about 3 months ago in September, I believe, and he came out with the metabolite of the same drug that he was originally punished for in 2017 July, right? But it was as he said, a pictogram. It's a tiny grain of salt split into 50 million pieces, and one of those pieces is what they found in his body of a drug metabolite, right? A PD drug metabolite. Of course, that makes no sense, right? So pretty much, in my opinion, I feel like John Jones possibly. All right, let me back up. I feel like I could go full-blown conspiracy theorist, Eddie Bravo, flat Earth, and say that maybe at some point in John Jones' career, this all started happening when he was about to fight DC again for the second time. Maybe, just maybe, right? DC paid someone to put some fucking steroids in this guy's food or drink or something, It might even be on a vlog of YouTube UFC pre-fights or whatever, where they do the vlogs before the fight. I remember I remember watching that one, the one where DC was in a fight John, and he ate some pancakes before the fight at a restaurant. He was kind of gloating about it. I wish I could show you guys maybe a clip of that, but I'm new to this, so you're just probably gonna have to find it on your own. But yeah, maybe I could go full-blown Eddie Bravo and say that DC fucking spiked his food somehow, paid someone, a waiter somewhere, something, to get this guy dirty, so that, I don't know, that's just full-blown conspiracy theory, right? Or maybe his coaches, teammates were drugging him without his knowledge, since he did pass a fucking lie detector test, right? Maybe it was without his knowledge. Maybe he was getting drugged and he did not know. That would lead him to fucking beat a fucking polygraph test, right? And who else would you look for other than the person's right next to you, the closest one? Like when someone gets murdered in the household, they always look towards the family members, the spouse, the person closest to them, because more than likely, that's the motherfucker that pulled the trigger, So maybe someone in his camp is trying to get him stronger without his knowledge. Or what I think is the most possible thing that happened is that maybe Johnny Bones Jones, back in his college days, wanted to, get a little bigger, get the edge over other guys, He said he couldn't play football. He wrestled. For some reason, he couldn't fulfill his wrestling dreams, right? Maybe at some point he injected a little something there, and now it's coming back to bite him in the ass years later, metabolites, pictograms coming out in his piss. Makes sense, right? Who knows? John Jones is a crazy case, but hey, I'm still a fan, right? Now, let's get to it, right? The predictions. John Jones versus Alexander Gustafsson for the World Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Their first fight, this is part 2. Their first fight was an amazing fight, right? And John Jones says that he wasn't at his full potential, that he hadn't trained properly for that fight. As a matter of fact, he says that he was in his party mode back then, and he got a diluted version of him That's what John Jones said himself, that Alexander Gustafsson fought a diluted version of himself. So 5 years later, both of them look amazing. Alexander Gustafsson's last fight against Glover was impeccable, amazing. Those uppercuts were so fucking amazing. They were great, man. Like, he was disguising them so beautifully. You know, they were just coming in so beautifully, and he knocked them out with the uppercut. Beautiful. He looked amazing. That was a year and a half ago, though. John Jones' last fight against DC was amazing. DC is the best light heavyweight, best fucking heavyweight champ, and John Jones knocked him out with that head kick that he predicted years before he even did it, which was crazy, right? So we're in for a treat. Now, if I had to bet my house, my money on who's gonna win, I'm putting my money on John Bones Jones for sure. On steroids, on rocket fuel, on whatever, or not on anything at all, he wins because he is the best fighter of all time. Period. If Alex were to win tomorrow night, that would be the biggest upset ever. Ever. That'd be crazy. Think about that. Think about that. But I'm not even going to put that energy out there because John Jones is most likely going to win. In my opinion, I feel like John Jones has Alex's number. And Alex lost to DC. Alex lost to, what's this guy's? Anthony Johnson. You know? And he lost to John Jones already. You know? So, and John Jones already beat DC, which DC beat, what's this guy's name? Anthony Johnson. And Alex lost to both of those guys, and he is looking better than ever, but I still feel like John Jones is the best. So John Jones wins, right? Now, the undercard, the co-main event is Cyborg versus Amanda Nunes for the 145 women's title. My predictions on that, simple. Cyborg, TKO. Simple. I don't think Amanda's a great fighter, but I don't think Amanda's up to par with Cyborg. Cyborg's a vet, an OG, a gangster, bro. Like, she is a gangster, and nobody could beat her. She is truly one of the greatest fighters of all time. I'm not even going to label her one of the greatest women fighters. No. Of course, she's one of the greatest women fighters. She is the greatest woman fighter, but she is one of the greatest fighters of all time. She's amazing. So I feel like she will win against Amanda. And let's look at the other fights on the card. We got Carlos Condit versus Michael Chiesa. I feel like, at 170. So Chiesa went up in weight classes to 170 after his loss to Kevin Lee, I believe. He said that his weight cut to 155 was just not good for him, and that was the last time at 155, that you can't pay him to go back down to 155 again. He's going to be at 170, and his first test at 170 is Carlos Condit. Chiesa is a good fighter, man. Good fighter, but I don't know. Condit is a monster, man. So that's a hard one to call, man. If I had to put my money on it, I haven't seen Carlos Condit fight in a long time. It's hard. I'm undecided there. I'm undecided. It's 50-50 there. I have no idea who would win there. Now, Lear Latifi versus Corey Anderson. That's a good fight right there. That's a good fight there. Jesus Christ. I would say Lear wins against Corey Anderson, and then Chad Mendes versus Alexander Volkanovski. I say Alexander wins. Yeah, I say Alexander wins. And now we can look at the preliminary cards. So this fight card, this whole fucking event is stacked. Like, they're great fights, great fighters. Andrei Arlovski versus Walt Harris. Oh my God. Andrei Arlovski. Fuck, I can't say his name right. I'm sorry. I am so sorry for butchering his name. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna predict all these fights. Let me go down. Kat Zingano versus Megan Anderson. Shit, that's a good fight right there. I'd put my money on Megan Anderson. She's an up-and-comer, and she is looking good. She looked really good in her last fight. All right, we got BJ Penn on the card, bro, versus Ryan Hall. I have no idea who Ryan Hall is, but BJ Penn, come on now. Come on. BJ Penn, Mr. Lick the Blood Off the Gloves. This is a stat card. The early prelims, they have Uriah Hall. Uriah Hall is a good ass fighter. Damn, this is a stat card. Stat card. Anyways, guys, those are my predictions and my thoughts on the controversy that's going on around this whole event. I'm gonna start a podcast channel. As a matter of fact, I'm launching it now. Uh, the link should be down in the description, so please go like and subscribe. I mean, actually, like and subscribe to this channel if you want this video, if you like it. Of course, you don't have to. And please, if you can, go like and subscribe my new channel, which is Plugged In TV. I'm gonna be doing a podcast down there, talking about different events, whether it has to do MMA related, hip hop related, world event related, anything. I'm gonna be talking about anything and everything. I'm gonna have a guest over, and I'm really gonna get this up and running, guys. I'm really gonna try to make this something, you know. I don't know. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy talking about subjects, and that's just what I want to do. So I hope you guys like the video, and can't wait to see you guys next time. Thank you.